All right, all right.
Okay. Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So the other day I made a video putting together all of the best prospects, asking you guys, who do you think is going to go the furthest? I tried to put all of the best prospects on that list, but one fighter I didn't put on that list is heavyweight Moses Itauma. And the reason why I didn't put him on that list in particular is because I wanted to focus on prospects that were not contenders. They weren't closing in on a title shot, and I felt Moses already is. Moses is attempting to break Mike Tyson's record and become the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. And I'll tell you guys, so far, at this age, I think he just turned 20 or he's about to turn 20, Moses Itauma, especially at this age, it's one of the most gifted heavyweights we've seen in a very, very long time. And it's not just his knockouts that makes him so impressive, it's the way he gets the knockouts. Because while he has the power of a heavyweight, he has the speed of a middleweight. And I'm talking about his hand speed and his foot speed. His defense is really on point. He's 11-0 with 9 knockouts, and I don't think he's really even got hit yet, at least with nothing clean. His last opponent was Dempsey McKean. He knocked him out in the very first round. This is a fighter who had just went 12 rounds with Flip Urkovich. So far, the better the competition, the more impressive Moses looks. His last 3 fights didn't go past the second round. And he's 6'2", by the way. So he's considered a shorter heavyweight compared to the majority of heavyweights today, but we all know Mike Tyson was only 5'11". And like I said, he wants to beat Mike Tyson's record and become the youngest heavyweight champion ever. But I don't think he's going to break that record because he only has about 4 to 6 more months to do it. And it's almost no way Usyk or Daniel Dubois will give him a title shot within the next 4 to 6 months. But former world champion George Groves, he came out and said he believes Moses gives Usyk more of a challenge than Daniel Dubois in a rematch.
I can't see anyone beating him. If you said to me make a list of people who could challenge Oleksandr Usyk, you'd go right Daniel Dubois. I think Moses Itauma is a harder fight than Daniel Dubois for Usyk. I genuinely think so.
Let me start by saying I agree with Groves that Moses would be more of a challenge for Usyk right now, even though he only has 11 fights, than a Daniel Dubois. Now, while Dubois was grossly robbed in that fight against Usyk, despite him knocking Oleksandr out with a body shot, I don't think he could do it again. I think that Usyk beats him in a rematch. I went back and I watched that fight, and after Usyk got knocked out, got as much time as he needed to rest, and pretty much got a rematch in the same fight, he did take control of the fight after that. He was actually able to back up Dubois, and Dubois is a fighter that usually doesn't back up. So that's not a good sign when Usyk is backing him up, and I think the same thing is going to happen in a rematch. Dubois, he's too flat-footed, too slow, and too wide to deal with Usyk's foot speed and footwork for a whole 12 rounds. Now, of course, he has a puncher's chance because that's how he knocked out Usyk in the first fight. So that's the only chance I give Dubois in the rematch. Now, I do disagree with George Groves when he says I can't see anyone beating him, talking about Usyk. Now, for starters, Usyk not only was knocked out by Dubois, he was also knocked out by Martin Bakole in sparring with a body shot.
Has to be.
With Usyk, I don't think he'll say yes because I haven't stopped him as well in sparring. I don't know, he knows how good I am. I don't know if he'll say yes.
You're making this up. Huh? You're making this up.
We've heard you say that you stopped Daniel Dubois and Usyk in sparring. Can you elaborate on that?
They never come back to say that I'm lying because they know it's the truth. And because, you know, when you go to spar someone in the gym, so you're not allowed to record it, because if I was allowed, I was going to pause the video. And I'm happy because nobody can, you know, say that I'm lying, so it's true.
So not only does Bakole have a chance of beating Usyk, but I would favor him to stop Usyk. I mean, for anyone to suggest that no one can beat Usyk, it's way too premature to say something like that because Usyk has not been heavyweight champion for that long. He has not fought against all of the many different styles. We don't know how he's going to adjust to the many different styles. By way of contrast, Lennox Lewis, he was the heavyweight champion for a very long time, and he had to deal with a lot of different styles. So he dealt with way more adversity than Oleksandr Usyk, and Lennox, he beat them all, including Vitaly Klitschko, who was far more skilled than Tyson Fury, by the way. But getting back to Moses Itauma, Usyk is not planning on retiring anytime soon. And I think a year from now, Usyk versus Moses Itauma is going to be a super fight. And the Martin McCauley fight is going to be another big fight. But of course, Itauma is going to be an even bigger fight because of the buzz that he's getting right now. And I believe before that fight comes to fruition, Moses will most likely have to beat a top 5 heavyweight, which I believe he's planning on doing within a year from now. But just off of what I've already seen when it comes to Moses, I definitely believe that he has a better chance of beating Usyk right now than Daniel Dubois does in a rematch. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Decay Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodecay.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.